Welcome to the July 9th, 2025 regular meeting of the Chino Valley Fire District Board of Directors. The time is 5 p.m. Prior to roll call, I would like to make clear for the record that the open session portion of this board meeting will be conducted pursuant to Brown Act teleconferencing provision. Director Harvey Luth is participating from 715 Devon Court, San Diego 92109. I will now call the meeting to order and take roll. And Director Romaine?
Present.
Director Howie?
Here.
Director Luth? He's inside there.
Present, yes.
Okay. And Vice President Krieger?
Here.
Myself, present. Board members, please make sure when you comment that your microphones are on, and remember to talk directly into them.
You're a little slow on
Yes,
that.
Harvey. The Board of Directors will meet in closed session to discuss the following: public employee dismissal, release, retirement pursuant to Government Code Section 54957, 2 items. Public employee performance evaluation pursuant to Government Code Section 54957, titled Legal Counsel. Do we have any public comment on this item?
We have no request to speak.
Okay. I will now adjourn the open session to closed session, where we return to open session at 6 p.m. Thank you. I will now reopen the meeting to open session. Welcome to the July 9th, 2025 regular board meeting of the Chino Valley Fire District Board of Directors. The time is 6:02. We will now begin the meeting and take roll. Director Luth? Director Luth? Oh, maybe he's muted. Okay.
Hi, Harvey. Oops, he dropped.
Okay.
Let's try again.
Okay, so I'll continue with the rest of them. So Director Howie?
Present.
Vice President Krieger?
Here.
And Director Romaine?
Present.
Present, okay. And can I go ahead and do the next session while we're getting Harvey out? Okay. So we will report out a closed session. Legal counsel, can you please report out a closed session?
Yes, thank you, Board President. So for the first closed session item that was read into the record this evening at 5 p.m., there is reportable action. 1, a CalPERS industrial disability retirement was approved by the board by a 5-0 vote for a fire captain position. And 2, a CalPERS industrial disability retirement was denied by the board by a 5-0 vote for a fire inspection position. And that's the only reportable action.
Okay, thank you so much. And Director Luth, I called roll and you must have dropped, so I just want to confirm you can hear us?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Director Romaine, would you lead us in the flag? And then if everyone can please remain standing so we can do our invocation by Chaplain Miranda. Thank you.
Everybody place your hand over your heart. This is the month of July of independence of our country, so please follow along with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chaplain Miranda, would you please lead us in the invocation?
Good evening, everyone. Is this on? Okay.
Yes.
Father God, we thank you for your grace, your mercy, the great love that you have shown us, Lord. I lift up this meeting to you. I ask your blessings upon it. I pray that you'd give everybody that's making decisions wisdom, discernment, as they make decisions for this district. I want to pray for all the first responders tonight, fire, paramedics, and police. I pray that you'd be with them through the night. You'd protect them and get them home safely. In Jesus' name, amen.
And thank you for the invocation. Clerk of the Board, do we have any changes to the agenda?
We have no changes to the agenda. So the first item on our agenda is presentations and announcements. So we invite Board President Ramos Evinger to the front. And we're going to begin with service awards, 20 years of service. We invite firefighter paramedic Phil Sarver to please come forward.
Firefighter paramedic Phil Sarver began his public safety career as a California state lifeguard, serving from 1995 to 2001. He went on to gain valuable field experience in emergency medical services, working for Medics Ambulance, AMR Hammett, and Rural Metro Ambulance before joining the Chino Valley Fire District in 2005. Phil graduated from Palomar Fire Academy and earned his paramedic certification from UCLA Daniel Freeman Paramedic School. Over the years, Phil has served the district in a variety of roles, including as a member of the Honor Guard and the Urban Search and Rescue USAR team. Outside of work, he enjoys spending time with his wife Amanda, whom he has been married to for 19 years. Together, they love traveling, going on cruises, taking family trips to Las Vegas, and making memories during their annual Lake Powell trips. You'll often find them cruising the coast on their golf cart or cheering on their niece and nephew at sporting events. Thank you, Phil, for your 20 years of service to the Chino Valley Fire District. Congratulations. Yes.
I never asked, and I'm not going to ask tonight, but I still remain confused.
Everybody here, we've recognized Phil. I know him as Tommy, so I don't really know how that happened, but thank you very much. Tommy's one of the better employees we have when it comes to our truck company operations. He's very, very solid. So when we have incidents in town that we're dealing with those, are you on the truck still now?
Yeah.
The community can feel rest assured that if we have an issue that we have to deal with truck company operations, this is your guy, and he'll make it happen. So thank you for your 20 years of service, and there's your payment. Thank you to your lovely wife for being here.
We get a picture?
Next, we will be recognizing our retirements, and first up is Engineer Mike Rabo, who was not able to attend tonight's meeting.
Okay, Engineer Mike Rabo began his fire service career in 1992 with the Borrego Springs Fire Department, where he served as both firefighter and engineer until 1997. In December 1997, he joined the Chino Valley Fire District as a firefighter, and in June 2000, he was promoted to firefighter paramedic after earning his paramedic certification from Crafton Hills College. His dedication and service led to his promotion to engineer in 2012. Throughout his career with the district, Mike has contributed to numerous administrative and operational initiatives. He has been a vital member of the USAR team and serves as a USAR program coordinator. Additionally, Mike played a lead role in the district's wide SEBA project, a replacement project, managing everything from research and budgeting to final implementation. In his free time, he enjoys spending time with his two sons, Justin and Zach. Thank you, Mike, for your 27 years of service to the fire district, and congratulations on your retirement.
And next for retirement recognition is Battalion Chief Joe DeSoto.
Battalion Chief Joe DeSoto is a seasoned veteran of the fire district, serving this community for over 30 years. Joe pursued education at San Bernardino Valley College, Crafton Hills College, and Mount San Antonio College. He graduated from Columbia Southern University, where he earned his Bachelor's of Science in Fire Administration. Joe started with the fire district in the summer of 1991 and as a Chino Valley Fire Explorer. On October 17, 1993, he was hired as a full-time firefighter for the district. He was promoted to the rank of engineer in 2011. Joe progressed to fire captain the following year. He later became a suppression captain, training captain from January 2017 to 2019, making significant improvements in the training documentation and safety coordination. In 2019, he was promoted to battalion chief. Over the courses of his tenure, Joe has been the unofficial district's artist involved in many collaborative projects over the years. These include development of past and current district logos, patches, and badges. He has been a member of the Safety Committee and the Facilities Committee while serving as a battalion chief. His administrative assignments include overseeing the Explorer Post, Lexipol, the USAR team, CERT, JAC, and rescue training, firefighter safety and survival training, rapid intervention crew training, and rules of air management training. He also served as an EMS shift coordinator, CPR instructor, paramedic preceptor, and EMS skill instructor. Thank you, Joe, for your 32 years of service, and congratulations on your retirement.
I have a little bit to say on Joe's behalf. I'm gonna hand this to him first, so.
Fortunately, we were able to celebrate Joe about a week ago. We had a retirement, or he had a retirement party for us to attend. And I was reading the plaque here, and it says 31 years of service. I'll have you know that Joe let us know it was 31.7 years of service. So because of that, I'm going to invite Joe to come back and have a cup of coffee with me. This is a very special badge that we hand out upon your retirement. It's very, very, very cherished for us to receive these on our way out the door. So I'm actually going to make Joe a new card here that says 31.7. And he's going to come back and get it, just because Joe's a man with articulate detail, and he's very, very creative. For those of you that don't know, and he'll be humble about it right now, those of you that don't know who Maloof is, he's a woodworker. Google the name and see the kind of stuff he does. That's the quality that this guy does on woodworking specifically. But he does that in every facet of his life. So you're going to be extremely missed. And since your retirement party, I've had a chance to talk to a lot of different people at the organization. And the one thing that kept getting said without them collaborating with each other and speaking about it was, he did it right. So I want you to know, you did it right. So you did it right up to the day you left. You did it right. So I know that's probably meaningful to you because it was meaningful for them to say that. So happy for you, brother. And lovely wife. So your badge.
And we're gonna talk about this real quick too,
Because, and I'm not gonna put our partner on blast, but
I
this.
tried to break it, Joe.
Yeah. So I showed up with this to Joe's retirement party. Thank you to our administrative assistant who put this together on behalf of all the management for Joe. I went to pick it up and take it there that day, and the glass fell out and it broke. So I showed up with it, and I just brought it back here to have it fixed. And our council person from our wonderful city next door in Chino went to pick it up, and it looked like it was about ready to have that same thing. So we're so glad that it didn't. And Joe, here's your picture. Once again.
Do I dare touch
Yeah,
it?
yeah, you're good. Let me get it out of my hands because after this, it's on you.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
we'll hold it, and we'll take a photo, and then you can take this home, and we'll see what happens from there. Can we get it?
Yes.
I was afraid that it meant that whole glass breaking thing, and I didn't want that again. Joe, and please say a few words for us. I'm going to set this down. Actually, I'll set this down. Lovely wife here.
Well, I mean, it's officially on the books. It's been about a week, but since my last shift, it's been a little bit more than a week and a half. And to be honest with you, it's been kind of crazy. I've went to a wedding. Congratulations, Joel. I actually, I got to spend time with my family on 4th of July, which was the first time in 5 years to be home on 4th of July. That's a pretty cool thing. Tina and I went on vacation to France. We've already remodeled the house. Just a couple of, I don't want to bore you with the details of that, but I do want to say thank you to Tina. From the bottom of my heart. Couldn't have done this without you. Couldn't have carried the load, and it made the difference to have you in my life and to be taking care of our kids and raising them when we were there. I did a little bit of conservative math for those of you that were at the party. Turns out, conservatively, 31.7 years, Chief, that it's about 110,000 hours of time serving, but it's also 110,000 hours of time away from your family. And so for me, that's a yeah, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. But I have been working to disconnect myself as best as possible. Today was, I actually had the lump in my throat because I got a notification that there was an ops meeting today in labor management. When the labor management went off, which was getting close to noon time, I actually, for a second, had to remind myself that I didn't miss the meeting, that it actually wasn't supposed to happen for me today. So that's something. I'm working really, really hard to try to disconnect, not look at things and focus on things. I haven't touched telestaff once. For those of you guys that are firemen, you'll be proud of me for that. I haven't done that. I'm working really, really hard to do that. But when you've been at a place for 31.7 plus years, disconnecting is going to be a very, very difficult thing, and so I'm recognizing that. Now, I'm not going to miss the calls. I'm not going to miss the emergencies and the devastation, the things that you see throughout your career. But what I'm going to miss is the excellence of the people that I see in this room, the people that I work with, that I've had the chance to work with for so many years. This place is an amazing place. I was very, very lucky. I won the lottery when I came here. I won the lottery that I chose to come here, not go to Fullerton, not to go to Pomona, that I came here, and that I was surrounded by great people, mentors and coaches and people that helped me along the way, that some of you guys that are here today that have made me the person I am today, and I am very, very, very thankful for that. I'm going to miss you guys. Thank you for giving me the privilege. Thank you for trusting me to carry the load and to do the things that I got to do. For trusting me in the positions and promoting me and allowing me to run calls. I didn't have to run. None of us have to run calls. We got to run calls. We get to run calls. And thank you to the community for allowing me to do that for so many years and to do it at such a high caliber with such great people. And so I'm very, very honored for that. Thank you for working alongside me. Thank you guys for supporting me. And I feel very, very confident that I'm leaving this place in great hands. That's important to me, that this place is in great hands, and you guys continue doing great work for this community, for these people. I grew up here in the fire service. I didn't grow up here. I wasn't part of this community, but I have spent many, many years here serving and giving it. So thank you for all of that. So.
So we have some dignitary, some certificates. Will you call? Thank you.
Yes, we'll first invite up Councilmember Karen Comstock to make a presentation, followed by Mayor Art Bennett from City of Chino Hills.
Joe, you had me getting choked up there. It was very hard to, such a beautiful speech. Only the people who have served in this capacity like you have for so long can really understand like the gravitas of the speech you just gave. I just want to thank you on behalf of the mayor and the entire Chino City Council for your over 30 years of service to this community. What this man just said right now, this is who he is, and this is why this community trusts people like Joe to have run these calls for so long. His retirement is also special to me because it's one of the last few where I actually worked on calls with Joe at the police department, and that's always very special because as time ticks on, as my mom would say, time waits for no man. You start to see the changing of the guard, and you just don't know that the people that you work with any longer. Joe, thank you just so much. I also want to thank his family and friends and his team. I see you got some of your team members here. I call this like kind of the four feet of the chair, right? You know, you get through these careers because you have your spiritual, emotional, your mental, and your physical health, right? And you can't do that without your family tonight, Joe. Just thank you for so much. Thank you for all the things that you've done for the district and for our community. And I hope that you enjoy your retirement and that you collect on your pension for as long as you paid into it. On behalf of the council, please accept this plaque from us. Thank you, Joe. All right? Yeah.
You want to take a picture
Of
with me?
course I do. Look how handsome you look. Anytime, Joe. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You know, I don't know what could be said about you that everybody out here doesn't already feel about you. And I too was almost choked up with your remarks. I know that this is something that is going to leave a hole in some respects because of the friends and the family that you have within the department that you have served so many hours with. It's almost like having another wife.
Oh, boy.
And I know your wife will understand. Because they tell you, they keep you straight. They Believe me, time away from your loved ones is a major sacrifice. I can tell you that from my days in the military. It's something that just leaves a hole in you, and you miss them so much. But you know, the wonderful things that are being thought and being said about you are just a testament to the type of person that you are. I haven't worked directly with you, but it seems like I've known you forever. And I want to tell you that this statement is wrong because it says you're 30 years, so I'll get this corrected to 31.7 years.
31.7, yeah.
But it's a certificate of commendation with sincere appreciation for your 31.7 years of dedicated service. Congratulations on your retirement from the Chino Valley Fire District. On behalf of the City Council, all of our residents here in the city of Chino Hills that you have served for so long, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I too hope that you can collect on that retirement for more than 30 plus years. All right?
That's the goal. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And next, we invite up from the Office of Supervisor Kurt Hagman, Suzette Dang, for a presentation.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
So, on behalf of Supervisor Kurt Hackman, it's my pleasure to be here. I've seen Joe for 10 years now, and every time I see him, I say, Joe, what's your secret? You never age. And I tell you, like 10 years ago till now, you haven't aged. We're like creatures of habits, and we don't like changes. So we don't want to see you go, but we're super happy for you
Thank you.
and for your lovely
Appreciate
wife. I know you guys are planning incredible vacation to Japan. Oh, pretty soon. My goodness. Okay, so congratulations for your
Thank you.
31.7 years of service.
Thank you.
I will make
Appreciate
sure
that.
we get it corrected. So this whole certificate has a whole bio of his career and his service. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I just want to point out that how grateful we are
Thank
from Supervisor Kurt Hagman to myself, to all his staff. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
For everything you've done. Enjoy your retirement. Have fun, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
that.
much.
And Joe, we have one last presentation from Chief Williams, so.
Okay.
So the management team all got together and we got Joe a little parting gift. So since we have a non-tobacco use policy, he no longer is employed, so we can give him some cigars. Anyway, this is from all your team, Joe.
Oh, very cool.
Again, you did it right. We appreciate you. We're sorry to see you go, but we're super happy for you. You save one of those, I might drive out to Redlands. I don't know if I can get to South Carolina or wherever else, but anyway, congrats.
Thank you.
And we're gonna take a, when this is all done, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, so, oh, do you need more photos of him? Please feel free. Yes, 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 please do, yeah.
More photos.
For all time's sake.
Okay, so we're going to take a 5-minute break, so please feel free to take additional photos or anything that you would like to at this time. Thank you.
Welcome
Okay.
back. The next item on the agenda is public hearing.
Okay, the public hearing for properties declared for weed abatement is now open.
First item under public hearing is properties declared for weed abatement. The purpose is for the public to comment on the declaring and noticing of property owners for weed abatement. And the report is by Fire Marshal Danielle O'Toole.
Good evening, President Ramos Evinger, members of the board. At our April board meeting, Resolution 2025-02 was adopted, allowing the fire district to issue notices related to weed abatement. Our initial spring inspections were conducted in early May, and based on regrowth from our re-inspections in June, additional properties were found to be non-compliant. Property owners have been sent a notice outlining the actions that they need to take, as well as the consequences for failing to act. In accordance with our resolution, we are to hold a public hearing allowing property owners to address the board on this matter. It is recommended that the Board of Directors review public comment on the declaring and noticing of property owners for weed abatement and subsequent actions and charges, as well as make any rulings on any and all objections raised regarding the proposed removal of weeds and said charges.
Okay, thank you for the report. Do we have any requests to speak on this agenda item?
We have no written request to speak on this item.
Okay, the public hearing is now closed. This is the time for the board to comment. Director Luth, would you like to start off on any comments?
No comment, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Director Howie?
I have no comment.
Director Romaine?
No, just thank you for your continued hard work on this.
Okay, thank you. And Vice President Krieger?
Nope, thank you.
Okay, myself, we have no, I have no comment. At this time, I'd like to request a motion.
So moved.
Okay.
Also, go ahead.
I have a motion
I'll
from
second.
Director Howie and a second from Director Romaine, and I'm gonna do a voice vote. So Director Luth?
Yes.
Okay, Director Howie?
Yes.
Director Romaine?
Aye.
Vice President Krieger?
Yes.
And myself, aye. So the motion passes 5-0, so it passes, okay? All right, the public hearing for ordinance number 2020-501 is now open, and let me see here. Angela, is it right now, or do we, later on, do we need to add? It's later, we need to add that second call. Yes, okay.
Correct.
All right.
Thank you. The second item under public hearing is ordinance number 2025-01, designation of fire hazard severity zones. The purpose is for the Board of Directors to conduct the public hearing and second reading by title only of ordinance 2025-01, adopting the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, CAL FIRE Local Responsibility Area Fire Hazard Severity Zones. And the report tonight is by Fire Marshal Danielle O'Toole.
Good evening again. At our May board meeting, ordinance 2025-01 was introduced and a first reading by title only was conducted. Attached to the staff report is the proposed ordinance, which is required for the adoption of the updated fire hazard severity zones created by CAL FIRE. As outlined in the ordinance, the district is adopting the designated fire hazard zones without amendment. Provided in the staff report is the adoption schedule and the completed actions relative to that said schedule. The proposed ordinance has been reviewed and approved by district's legal counsel, and all required notices have been published in accordance with applicable laws. It is recommended that the Board of Directors conduct the public hearing and conduct a second reading of ordinance number 2025-01, adopting the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection Local Responsibility Area Fire Hazard Severity Zones, approve waiving the reading of the entire ordinance and read the ordinance by number and title only, advise the public that a complete copy of the ordinance is available for public inspection at Fire District Headquarters, and adopt ordinance number 2025-01 to be effective September 1st, 2025.
Thank you very much. Do we have any requests to speak on this agenda item?
We have no written request to speak on this item. Is there anyone present tonight who would like to address the board?
Mr. Blank, can you please come to the podium? Thank you.
I mean, I can't do it from here.
No.
It's an easy question.
It says that you have to come to the fire district to read this ordinance. Why isn't it on the internet?
So it's currently on the internet in our staff packet, but we are going through a webpage or website update. So we're not making any current changes to our website. So when that launches, it will be part of that page. But I can provide you a copy if you'd like.
Oh, I'd love one, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blank.
We have no additional requests to speak on this item.
Okay, all right, so the public hearing is now closed. This is the time for the board to comment. Director Luth?
No comment, thank you.
Okay, Director Howie?
No comment also.
Director Romaine?
I know that we've gone over this last meeting. This is, we are bound to do this. I say bound by the state. So there is one thing the public should be aware of when it says no amendments. We can amend it to make it more restrictive, so no amendments is a good thing. So thank you for your diligence and fielding all the calls you've received on this.
Yes. And thank you for bringing that up. Vice President Krieger?
I have many comments, none of which are appropriate.
Okay, so we'll move on to me then.
Yeah. But thank you for all your work on this.
And I have no comment on it. Thank you again for all the work. And just so everybody knows, we did receive public comment from the previous meetings, and those have been all attached to the agenda packet if anyone is curious about any public comment on this item. So at this time, I would like to request a motion.
Move.
I
So
have
moved.
a motion from Director Romaine, and I'll second it. So, okay, and I'm gonna take a voice roll call. Director Luth?
Oh, sorry, one item, Board President, I just wanted to read the ordinance title into the
Please.
record consistent with the first and second. So, for the record, the ordinance title, an ordinance of the Board of Directors of the Chino Valley Independent Fire District, County of San Bernardino, State of California, designating fire hazard severity zones.
Okay, thank you. Now can I do the?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So Director Luth?
Yes.
All right. Director Howie?
Aye.
Director Romaine?
Aye.
And Vice President Krieger?
Yes.
And myself, aye. So the motion passes 5-0, so, all right.
The next item on the agenda is public communication. This is the time and place for the general public to address the Board of Directors about subjects that do not appear elsewhere on the agenda. The public may address items on the agenda at the time addressed by the board. Due to board policy and Brown Act requirements, action may not be taken on any issue not on the agenda. When you address the board, please state your name and address prior to making your remarks, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes. I have no written request to speak under public comments. Would anyone like to address the board at this time? Okay, seeing none. The next item is the liaison reports to Fire District. We invite up Councilmember Karen Comstock from the City of Chino.
Good evening, board members and staff. Thank you for letting me share some relevant information about programs, events, and items of interest here for the City of Chino. First of all, a big 4th of July thank you. I'd like to thank the board and the entire Chino Valley Fire District for their support and cooperation throughout the 4th of July holiday. From inspecting fireworks booths throughout the week to assisting with patrols on the 4th, the Fire District continues to be a trusted partner in public safety throughout the Chino Valley. Please extend my thanks to your teams and to all the stations that help with us. Their swift response to calls for safety and commitment to public engagement made the 4th of July a safe and enjoyable time for all. Thank you once again. Summer movie night, concerts on the lawn. Summer is here, and it's the perfect time to catch a movie or listen to live music on the City Hall lawn. Join us on Thursday, July 10th to catch the 90s Rock Show at 7 p.m. during the Kiwanis Summer Concerts on the Lawn, and Friday, July 11th at 6:30 p.m. to bring the kids to watch The Emperor's New Groove during the Chino Summertime Nights Outdoor Movie Series. Please don't forget to bring your blankets and lawn chairs. For more information, please visit thecityofchino.org/events. I also recommend some mosquito repellent. Seniors at the Square, we have some exciting events planned for our seniors that started this past Monday, July 7th, that last through August 12th from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. for our Seniors at the Square Outdoor Summer Concert Series. Seniors at the Square brings toe tapping and live music to Aguirre Square located between C and D Streets on 6th Street. Please be sure to bring a lawn chair for your favorites, and your favorite snacks will be prepared to dance the night away. For more information, contact the Chino Senior Center at 909-334-3271. Family Campout. You have an opportunity to spend a beautiful night under the stars here in the City of Chino. Our annual family campout will take place on Saturday, July 12th at Ayala Park. The family campout will feature exciting games, family-friendly activities, and an outdoor movie screening. Dinner and breakfast will also be provided, and campers must bring their own tents and sleeping bags. Space is limited, so register today at cityofchino.org/events. Finally, I'd like to congratulate our very own Chief Williams for his outgoing service as the Rotary President. Chief, thank you for your service as the outgoing president of the Rancho del Chino Rotary Club. Chief, your work with the Rancho del Chino Rotary has exemplified the Rotary Club's motto of service above self. On behalf of the Chino City Council and the entire city of Chino, I want to thank you for successfully leading Rancho del Chino Rotary and devoting countless hours of your time to transforming our community for the better. I've already provided your certificate. I'm sorry I missed it at your debunking. But Chief, I've always talked about, I think one of the best ways to lead is by example. And in asking your personnel, I know that they give a lot of their time selflessly through their membership to our community. Thank you for leading by example, Chief, for all those things. That concludes my presentation. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, thank you. Do you have, okay.
One quick question.
Yes, sir.
As far as the senior concerts, have they indicated the era of music that they're gonna play? Have they said anything to you about that?
For the senior concerts?
Oh, the senior concerts on
It's
Monday night?
It's mostly dance music, for the seniors. It's right up your alley, Tom. I'm sure you enjoy it.
So it probably won't.
He's asking for a
He
friend.
walks right into that too.
It's probably not hip hop or.
I'm sure there's no Tupac Shakur performing. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it was the toe tapping. I know that got you, Tom.
That's what I was,
No, not
I
yet.
was trying to figure out what toe tapping
Yes.
was.
So, thank you.
Next, we invite Mayor Art Bennett from the city of Chino Hills.
And both he and Suzette, they
Thank
left,
you.
yes.
President Mark Bozak for Chino Valley Fire Foundation.
President Ramos Evinger, members of the board, fire chiefs. Just a small report here, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who attended the car show that we had. It was once again a very successful car show, and we can't do it without everyone in this room and the public, so want to say thank you for that. We did install our 4th safe station at Chino Hills Community Park, and we're currently in the process of working on our 5th. That will be approved for the City of Chino Heritage Park. And we also donated about $1,000 worth of fans to a young man in the community who works with his mother and helps give them out to people in need who maybe don't have air conditioning. So we were happy to drop off a lot of fans to this young man, and he handed them out. So that's the end of my report, unless you guys have any questions.
Okay, no questions. Thank you so much.
Mark, I'm sorry, I forgot what your rank was within the fire district. Could you let me know what that was?
It's captain.
As of when?
Saturday. This Saturday.
Congrats.
Thank you. You know how to make me turn red.
Next, we invite Chair Charlie Blank, Fire Safe Council.
I've already said
Oh, okay, thank you. That concludes our liaison reports. The next item on the agenda is the consent calendar.
Okay, do we have any public comment on this agenda item?
We have no request to speak.
Okay. If any board member wishes to pull an item from the consent calendar for discussion, please state your name and item number.
Mike Krieger, number 6.
Okay, so, at this time, I would like to request a motion for items number 1 through 5, and then, we're gonna exclude 6 on there.
I move
So-
that we approve items 1 through 5 on the consent calendar.
I'll second that.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second, and I have to do a voice vote because I have Director Luth, remote. So Director Luth?
Yes.
Okay. Director Romaine?
Aye.
And Director Howie?
Yes.
Vice President Krieger?
Yes.
Myself, aye. Okay, so, item number 6, can you please?
Yeah, so number 6 is a conference that is run by USC, California Special District Association has also done this. It is specifically for local elected leaders, so city council members, special district electeds, school board members, et cetera. I've attended this in person at USC 7 or 8 years ago. When the pandemic hit, they went to online. They've done it a couple times online, and it looks like they're going back to a in-person 2-day event there at USC. I found it to be very valuable. The district supported me going before, but it's not part of our regular items in our board policy. So I wanted to bring that up and then make sure that the rest of you saw the information if you would like to go as well. I don't know if I'll make it or not, but I would like to try to plan to. So I've always found it to be informational and helpful.
Director Krieger, if I may, can I ask a quick question? Is it appropriate? Is this something that we might want to add to the ongoing list,
Yes,
President
but when we
Evanger?
do our next policy
Yeah,
review.
I think it'd be a good idea because of the correlation with the California Special District Association involved with them as well, so. And with that, I'll move it.
Okay, and I'll second that, because I agree, I feel it's a very valuable class for us to take. So at this time, I'm going to do a voice vote for item number 6. Director Luth?
Yes.
Director Howie?
Yes.
Director Romaine?
Aye. Aye.
Vice President Krieger?
Aye.
And myself, aye. Okay, motion passes. Item number 6. Okay.
Thank you, and the next item is under new business, and President Ramos Evanger, if I could just have a couple minutes to conference
Yes.
in our caller, thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, this is Adam.
Hello, Adam from BBK. Thank you for being on the line. I just want to confirm, Harvey, that we still have you on the line.
Yes, that was a little while.
Thank you. Appreciate your patience. Thank you. So the first item under new business is item number 7, resolution number 2025-14, Board of Directors of the Chino Valley Independent Fire District to become subject to uniform public construction cost accounting procedures. Purpose is to review and discuss the resolution and documents for the fire district to become subject to the uniform public construction accounting procedures, and the report is by Accounting Manager Bonito.
Good evening, Honorable Board President and members of the Board of Directors. I'm here to present the staff report regarding resolution number 2025-14, Board of Directors of the Chino Valley Independent Fire District to become subject to the Uniform Public Construction Cost Accounting Procedures. The purpose is to review and discuss the attached resolution and documents for the Chino Valley Fire District to become subject to the Uniform Public Construction Cost Accounting Procedures. Generally, the district must formally bid contracts for construction services and public works projects if the cost exceeds $10,000 pursuant to Section 20813 of the Public Contract Code. The California Uniform Public Construction Cost Accounting Act, also known as CUPCA or the Act, provides an exception to this general rule for local public agencies that elect to become subject to the Act. The Act would allow the Chino Valley Independent Fire District to proceed by alternate or informal bidding procedures when the public projects are within a certain cost range as follows. Public projects of $75,000 or less may be performed by negotiated contract. Public projects of $220,000 or less may be let to contract by the informal procedures set forth in the Act, informal bidding. Public projects of more than $220,000 shall be let to contract by formal bidding procedures. There are 3 attachments referenced in this staff report: the resolution, the updated policy, and a letter to the state. The rest of the staff report goes over certain definitions. We wanted to note that CUPCA helps streamline the process and provide some more flexibility for those projects under $75,000. To clarify, those bids between $75,000 and $220,000, as well as those over $220,000, still need to be awarded to the lowest responsible bidder. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Okay, thank you very much for that report. Do we have any requests to speak on this item?
We have no request to speak on this item.
Okay, at this time, I'll bring it back to the board for comment. Director Luth?
Yes, with whatever was going on with the phone there, I'm not sure, who's doing the presentation, please?
Director Luth, we have Bonnie from the district who gave the presentation. And we have Adam Vasquez from BB&K also on the line if the board has any technical questions about CUPCA.
Okay. So, yeah, I had quite a number of questions, but I found a lot of really good information on the act, answered a lot of them, but I do have a couple yet. So there was in the staff report and in the policy, talks about if a bid exceeds $220,000, the board on a 4/5 resolution may award contract at $235,000 or less for determines district cost estimates were reasonable. So I just want a confirmation. So if it's over 220 but less than 235, it can still be approved in this process?
That's correct. So this is Adam Vasquez from BBK. Yeah, so if it's over $220,000 but below 235, the board may award the contract through the informal bidding procedures and doesn't then need to have, the board won't need to go back through and do it through a formal bid process. As long as that amount is 235 or less and you make that finding, you're allowed to award the contract.
Okay. So for our administration, particularly for finance and accounting, is there significant changes to our procedures in terms of the required reporting that we need to invest?
There's no.
With respect to reporting, the only requirements that CUPCA has is that the agency uses its standard tracking and recording processes. When the commission asks, and they may audit those procedures, then the district will need to produce those financial records and procedures to the commission.
Okay, yeah, that was another question. I didn't know if it was regular reporting. Okay, thank you. Regarding the list of qualified contracts, said the district may add additional objective standards. Now, this I found when I was online looking at this. So I guess I'm asking it, do we have additional standards that we will be applying, or are we not?
At this time, to my knowledge, and I'm not sure if maybe others would speak to this, but at this time, based on the changes to the policy, there aren't additional objective criteria that would be put in place by the district. So just those that are already existing with the commission.
Okay. And the reasonable and responsive, which in terms of awarding a contract, which still applies in this situation, right?
That's correct. So in the instance when you're in informal or informal bidding, the contracts are still awarded to the lowest responsible bidder.
Okay. Then our last question is the change orders. What I read indicated that change orders really are not addressed by this act, and to work with legal counsel if something like that happens. I'm assuming if we had a project, change orders put it over those dollar thresholds, then we would be working with you, Adam. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, okay.
And typically, just to get in front of it, typically if there's a change order that, let's say, for example, pushes it from 70,000 to 85 or 80,000, right, above that threshold, that's not going to mean that you have to stop the work and go through a bidding process. It's really just meant to to ensure that for certain, medium and large size projects, that those go through informal or formal bidding, but that if change orders, push a contract from one bucket to another, you're not gonna have to restart the entire process.
Sounds good. Yeah, I had a question, so yeah, we can opt out, I saw that, maintenance, it defines what a maintenance project, or versus a project, what is maintenance. A lot of things were read, and I think that's the end of my questions, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Director Liu. Director Howie?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, Director Romaine?
Just a couple questions to piggyback on Director Luth's. The dollar amounts, this act first came into, in the eighties, so is there a mechanism inside the act that these dollar amounts will increase, or potentially increase annually or biannually, or?
If Adam's not going to answer that question, it does increase sometimes, so the state will publish that. For example, last year is about another $200,000 amount. It wasn't $220,000 amount, so it will increase.
Okay. Is that something then that'll have to come back to us to keep reapproving this as a process, or once we agree to this, we're agreeing to the, for lack of a better, like a COLA raise of the act type of thing?
Based on how the purchasing policy was revised here, it references the regulation instead of the dollar amount, so it would go by the regulation, the most up to date.
And then I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but the chief's, the authorized spending limit is a dollar amount. We still fall into this. If you get into something that falls under the act but over the amount, you still have to bring it to the board and we approve it?
Yeah, so the primary purpose for this to begin, Director Romaine, was a project that we had on the books that we wanted to secure. But there will be no financial spending if items are not budgeted first and foremost, so that approval would have happened through the board approval through the budget process. If we were like mid-year and we needed to do an adjustment, the board would also have to be aware of that. And anything over my spending authority would certainly come to the board. This really was only intended to do on small projects that are less than that 70,000. As an example, if we had to do some painting somewhere and it was 15,000, we don't necessarily want to go out to a formal bid. If we have a vendor that we've used, that we've been extremely happy with their product, that we would have the ability to go direct negotiation for streamline. As an example, we had the fire that happened over at Station 1. That one was handled with insurance, so it's a little bit different, but let's say it was a different reason and we wanted to get in there and get it back together quickly and paint something, and we had a vendor that we liked, that we wouldn't have to necessarily go out to a bid, that we could get in there and keep our processes and keep our workflow going smoothly. But yes, anything that's not, but, I mean, it would all have to be budgeted first of all, so the board would be aware and have to approve it in that fashion, and then anything that would go certainly above my spending authority, and anything that wasn't budgeted would certainly have to come back.
Okay. And then lastly, Chief Alt answered this for me, but I was, and so did Chief Williams right then, I was like, what's the onus that we are making this change? I mean, if this thing has been around since the eighties, why are we waiting till now? But it was because we've never tried to build anything until now, is how basically was that explained to me.
Yeah, this actually was propelled by the interest in creating the exercise facility over at Station 65. It had nothing to do with the fire station build. It's totally separate. And we started that process. We had a vendor that we had worked with in another project, really liked them, wanted to work directly with them, but we wanted to make sure that we were following all the legal parameters of what we can and can't do. And then we discovered this CUPCA, and really it's really helped us be better in many ways, because what we've discovered is even smaller projects have requirements that we may not have been aware of, and maybe that's due to time and some changes, but really it's just going to help us be more compliant, provide us the flexibility we need, but keep the parameters where we want them financially constrained.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Vice President Krieger.
Yeah, I had many of the same questions that Director Luth and Director Romaine had at our Finance Committee meeting. Does this put extra work, if you will, on your staff, on your time?
It does not. It'll help streamline the process, so it'll be more efficient, actually.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And I too have this in finance, and I don't have any questions at this time. At this time, I'd like to request a motion.
I'll move it.
Okay, so I have a motion. Do I
I'll
have a
second
second? So I have a motion from Vice President Krieger, a second from Director Romaine. I will now do a voice vote. Director Luth?
Yes.
Okay, Director Howie?
Yes.
Director Romaine?
Aye.
Vice President Krieger?
Yes.
And myself, aye. Motion passes 5-0. And Angela, do we thank Adam and we can, okay.
You can disconnect.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Okay. Thank you for that report, Bonnie, as well. So, okay, all right.
The next item on the agenda is item number 8, CSDA Board of Directors election, ballot for 2026 through 2028 term. The purpose is for the Board of Directors to confirm the fire district's desire to participate in the current CSDA Board of Directors election for 2025 and cast a vote for a candidate for seat B in the Southern Network. And I'll be providing that report tonight. As noted in the staff report, the names of the candidates are as follows. Incumbent Don Bartz, General Manager, Phelan Pinnan Hills Community Services District. Jason DeForn, General Manager, Valley Sanitary District. And John Skerbelis, Director, Rubidoux Community Services District. So tonight, we're asking the board to confirm their participation in this election, to select one candidate to receive the district's vote, and to authorize the clerk of the board to submit the official ballot on behalf of the district. That concludes my report.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have any requests to speak on this agenda item?
We have no request to speak.
No. Okay, this is the time for the board to comment. And I'm gonna start first, you guys, because being plugged in with CSDA, I've known Don Bartz for a long time. I've had a pretty great professional relationship with him. He serves us well on the board, and I just want to put that out before everyone else starts with their comments. Okay, so with that, Director Luth?
Yeah, I just joined the Finance and Audit Committees, and Don is chair of the Finance Committee, so I'm starting to get a few more experiences with him. I also see him regularly participating in ASBPSD meetings. Seems like he's a viable, good candidate, represents us well, so yeah, I would agree with your comments.
Okay, thank you. Director Howie?
Yeah, how long has he been the incumbent? Do we know? He's been there a long time?
Ooh, it may say on his resume, I don't recall when I went through. Let me see here. I don't
Let's see,
recall.
17 years with the district?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Okay, all right.
With his, gosh, I think he's, for at least
Okay, yeah,
second term,
I have no objection to that.
Okay, all right, so, I have Director Romaine, do you have any comment?
Well, I don't know any of these guys, except I did see the video that Jason put out and sent us, pretty polished. But other than that, I'm gonna defer to your guys' interactions with them, because otherwise I'm throwing a dart at a dartboard and picking
Okay.
that name.
I'll be sure to introduce you when we go up to the CSDA conference this year, so, Vice President Krieger.
I've met Don several times at different events, and he's always seems to have represented our area well. So I would recommend that I'll make a motion to go with Don Bartz as our selection.
Okay, all right, so I have a motion from Vice President Krieger. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, and a second from Director Howie. I will now do a voice vote. I have Director Luth.
Yes.
Okay, Director Howie
Aye.
and Director Romaine,
Aye.
Vice President Krieger,
Yes.
and myself, aye. Motion passes 5-0 to select Don Barth
Thank
on
you.
our little voting, okay? Our little vote.
It's hard to beat an incumbent.
Okay, next on the agenda, we have Fire Chief's comments. Fire Chief Williams, will you please report out your comments?
Yeah, thank you. Under Board Activities and Public Relations, Chino Valley Fire District, staff participated in the City of Chino 4th of July celebration at Ayala Park. Today, July 9th, 4 personnel, executive staff, and board members attended the Costco grand reopening event. Under Human Resource Update on July 2nd, 7 captains were interviewed by the deputy chiefs as part of a promotional process, and we are pleased to announce that Captain Mark Bozak was promoted this afternoon, so congratulations, Mark, and your wonderful wife, Colette. 1 chaplain is in the process of being onboarded and will be introduced at a future board meeting. Tomorrow, July 10th, the fire recruit will complete their academy and receive their station assignments. Under organizational items of interest, the Heart Safe, Bleed Safe program donated their 4th AED Safe Station, was already mentioned, and now they're prepping for number 5. So I actually would be interested to find out, is there any other communities that actually have 5 in their community? So congratulations, and we appreciate the work on the Fire Foundation, Mark. So please share that. Under personnel development and activities, personnel served as the agency representative during a Los Angeles County prescribed burn that took place over the course of 3 days. Additionally, 24 members of the Chino Valley Fire District participated in a 2-day leadership workshop provided by retired Fire Chief Matt Freitas. The workshop was focused on a theme of achieving unity and excellence through humility and positively impacting morale. So thank you to Chief Skibar and the other deputy chiefs who put that together, or at least got our folks together to attend that. Under emergency response and support, we have 2 items. Crews responded to the fire alarm at the city of Chino Hills and were able to contain the fire quickly. Unfortunately, they did suffer a significant amount of water damage due to the working sprinkler system that suppressed the fires, but they did suffer some water damage. Secondly, the district provided mutual aid to the wolf incident in Riverside County. Under the community risk section, fire inspectors Rivera and Watts attended the, I think it's FI 210, Wildland Fire Origin and Cause training the week of June 2nd. Fire Inspector Tom Bergman attended PC 832 the week of June 9th. During the month of June, Fire Inspector Rivera, Young, Lowry assisted the San Bernardino County Fire Department with their fireworks interdiction and the agricultural inspection station along the I-15 corridor. So thank you to your staff for going out there. It's a big deal, and it's really helpful to the county to keep those fireworks from coming into our jurisdiction. Under upcoming meetings and events, Friday, July 18th, the Public Safety Roundtable with Assembly Member Michelle Rodriguez will take place. On Friday, August 1st, the Agenda Review Meeting will take place. Tuesday, August 5th, will be National Night Out, and the FRI International 2025 Conference will be held in Florida this year from August 13th through the 15th. And that concludes my report.
Okay, thank you very much, Chief. Does anybody have any questions for the chief, or? No? Okay, so this is the time for board committee reports, board comments, and Director Luth, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it real short. I attended all the usual meetings as reported in the past. I'm sorry I wasn't there for all the recognitions. And I just want to thank district staff, whoever was involved having to work the 4th of July, the days before, the day of, the days after, a lot going on. Just appreciate their hard work and effort to keep us all safe, and that will end my comment.
Thank you very much. Director Romaine, would you like to go next?
Sure. Well, first of all, congratulations to our to Phil on his 20 years and to Mike and Joe on their retirement. Congratulations to Mark on his promotion. I attended the normal meetings. However, this month at the ABSCD movie, I got picked. I guess I'm the junior guy, so I had to pick up all the tenured directors and drive them all to the meeting. So I picked up Director Luth and Director Howie. That was a fun time. They regaled me with stories of Chino history. San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors had a special meeting, attended that, did a ribbon cutting at the Ayers Hotel, which was very well attended, and the owner, Mr. Ayers, was there and was extremely impressed with the certificate that was, I think Kelly is the one who's responsible for writing those up, and he He thought I wrote it, and it was obviously that I didn't write it. It was very well polished, so he appreciated that, so thank you for that. Did both fireworks shows, they were great events. The Chino fireworks show with, I could see the guys running around putting out fires out there, a little bit of dry grass, some stuff started, but it's always a fun time. I will note, the chief didn't mention, I think we had 2 wildfires since the last meeting in the area that falls under our CAL FIRE contract, so luckily they were both knocked down quickly. Thank you guys for protecting the community and knocking those down quick, so appreciate that. And today did the Costco event, which was another grand reopening. They've been here since '97, so largest tax provider for our city, the one city, so it's good to have them in the community. And that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Director Howie.
Thank you. Okay, now I got a short report. Also attended the city council meetings, of course, and which were very entertaining. And the 4th of July celebration for the Chino Hills and the concert and everything, that was really nice. The weather was great, wasn't as hot. And Sarah, you look good up on stage there. Let's see, the dinner, yes, the ASCDB dinner was good and good, and I think you're starting to settle in now and get used to those now, Andy, as far as and we get some good information from the different special districts on the different whether it's a water district or it's
Or a water district.
or water district or another water district, pretty much. But it's it's really, it is very interesting from that standpoint. And of course, congratulations to Phil, Mike, and Joe this evening. The retirement recognitions are always great. I always enjoy those. Let's see, and I think that's pretty much all I've got for this evening. Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Vice President Krieger.
All right, I attended many of the same meetings that everybody else did, the 4th of July celebrations. The Chino fireworks are spectacular every year, great event to go to. Chino Hills they estimated, between 3,000 and 4,000 people at their concert in the park, so that was great. Congratulations to Phil and to Mike, and to Joe. And yes, even to you, Mark. Yeah, no, congratulations. Very, very proud of you. I'm looking forward to working with you continually on in the future. Ben Montgomery, the city manager of Chino Hills, shared with me his appreciation of the fire district's response to their small fire and water sprinkler issue. He shared with me that he felt that we saved thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment that could have easily been destroyed by the water. So he was very thankful and happy with our response there. And I was at Costco as well today, attended Chino Hills meetings and school board meetings. And once again, I'm happy with how quickly the small fires that we've had have been put out. Chief, could you real quick go over, if you have it, I didn't prep you or anything else, on 4th of July statistics on, how many calls? I know that the city of Chino wrote 61 citations. Chino Hills had 3 or so, but I know there was a couple fires that night too.
Yeah, I got some stats just as far as enforcement efforts, and thank you so much to all of our folks from CRR that worked with them, and then I'll defer to the chief just because I found the stats first. So yeah, 24 fireworks booths, obviously, a ton of inspections there by our staff. They ended up confiscating a total of 360 pounds of illegal fireworks. Chino PD issued 61 citations, while Chino Valley Fire personnel issued 3 citations in the city of Chino Hills, and that's that partnership where we ride along at site in the city of Chino Hills. We did have, as you mentioned before, the vegetation fire in the area of the old Woodview, Volano area. The fire that night was about just under 5 acres, I believe. Chief Turner and Chiefs Kripe were the incident commanders of that. And it was in the similar location we had a few days earlier, which was about an acre. We also had a structure fire earlier in the day in the city of Chino and a whole lot of, or Chino Hills. And a lot of nuisance fires throughout the day. Chief?
I just wanted, although Jeremy gave the report, I actually want to give credit to our fire marshal. She's the one that provided me with many of those stats, so thank you for putting that together, which is why I was able to get it out to the board quickly the next day, so thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, and I appreciate the fact that our fire inspectors were out working with law enforcement and out and about in the community that night. You know, they, as was mentioned before, I think Director Lutz said he was thankful that they're all out there working and, you know, missing kind of 4th of July, but I'm sure it was an experience for them, and I'm sure they saw plenty of fireworks that night too. So, thank you, everybody.
Okay, well, everyone's in luck because I forgot my 2 pages of notes on my printer. So it's gonna be a little choppy, but, so I had a couple meetings with the fire chief, finance committee meeting. I did have the opportunity to go to Sacramento with DC Gable, and, we went up for, the hearing of the audit for the, for the state park. We were supporting the city of Chino Hills, so that was a great opportunity to do. The same time, our Chino partners were there, and they were there for a hearing of the audit for CIF, which that moved as well. So that some good things coming out of Sacramento as far as that's concerned. I had a couple Chino Hills Council meeting. Both the fireworks, amazing. They were amazing. I attended the Costco re-grand opening this morning. And as everyone said, Mike, thank you for saying about that, because I had a note to thank our district for the support and for everything, not just the support during the fire, but after. We kept reaching out, seeing if they needed any help with anything, and the city was very, very appreciative of that. And congrats to Joe and to Mike and Phil for his 20 years. And the 4th of July, thank you everyone for all your hard work. I know it was a lot of work. It is every single year. It is, and I really appreciate this entire district's work on that. So with that, I'm going to adjourn the meeting to a special meeting of the Board of Directors of the Chino Valley Independent Fire District to be held Monday, August 4th at 4 p.m. at the district headquarters located at 14011 City Center Drive, Chino Hills. Thank you, everyone.